Okay, so balance with passion. This is a project that we think and believe is very humane, even though it works with another body which is not human, but it's something that is accessible to everyone.
And it was born, the project started in Venice, so in this international island, basically. And one of the core aspects of the work is blending the dancing body, a dancing body, to a musical body. And what we are doing is trying to find an innovative way to do so and get rid of the traditional barriers between a musician and a dancer. We started in an unconventional way because of the vaporetto and because of lifts with a guitar on a rooftop.
Particular environment gave us an aspect and an approach which I think was new for both of us, but also new for the space in itself, maybe even new for Venice completely.
Yeah, something that can reach people who aren't only within the dance world, who aren't only focused on a dance studio or brought up in a dance studio. We are composing a musical score, we are composing body score, choreography, and we are composing that balance in between the two. Like blend them in the most natural way possible, and that will have a new name. Hopefully, it will be a new, an innovative, maybe liquid music, liquid rhythm, liquid forms.
Liquid rhythm, which actually comes specifically also from Venice on the Vaporetto, where we actually have a lot of liquid, like water, all around us that affected the way of doing rhythm with body and guitar. Using the environment and the human body and the guitar, having these three different aspects, has created a realm which we are now discovering a new way of creating rhythm.
Let's say this simplicity around us, that's when things can go really deep and where you can really research in the most profound ways. Of course, vice versa, it wouldn't work. Already only having it on a vaporetto, only the bypassers were seeing some things. The owner of the vaporetto didn't know about contemporary dance or what it could do. And so exactly, this blends two also very critical points, maybe, because we'll have the music critiques, the dance critiques, and everything. So it is exactly, you're already looking at aiming to a double audience, which is musical and performative and dance, but also, as you said, playing with the environment somehow.
Something with the Vaporetto has also traveled with us to the studio, but in a form of a table, I would say. A moving table as we moved on the Vaporetto. So the presence of it still exists, but within another object, another body.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see how we play on the contrast between our bodies and the material instrument body, so the body of a guitar, and what shapes it has and how that has shaped our shapes. It's a very, I think, sophisticated interplay between all these aspects, and how to see bodies in a different way with the rhythms. Like silence and what a rhythm can do, what only a string can do, what happens if it's amplified, what happens if it's a monotone note, and what happens when it's sophisticated, whereas here it's just totally plain, a bit like the human voice, basically. and of course it draws inspiration from the classical guitar repertoire, and I think that's also a very interesting blend, because you can kind of recompose it and re-improvise it, and find very contemporary ways of conferring the classical aspects. That's okay, you hear a guitar, you see a body moving to a guitar, which could be a guitar in itself. And then it's all a twist and almost an optical effect of who is who and whose hand is whose and whose limb is whose. And where does the guitar music end? Who is playing? It could be your hand under the table. It could be whatever.
The interesting aspects also about it is we do show everything in plain sight, meaning we are not trying to make magic, and we're not trying to fool you with the illusion. There is a lot of illusions happening, but the whole construction and the technical aspects behind it is there in plain sight. That makes you approach it as a viewer in a different way, and you actually have another relation to it. It actually managed to give the aspects of this realm of fantasy and dream, but at the same time bringing it very close and intimate to yourself, meaning it managed to create something beyond us but within us.
An opportunity to blend different points of views within it to then reach the final stage and reach what this interplay of boundaries and bodies wants to say. Basically 3 elements on stage, maybe 4 if you put the table or vaporetto into consideration. But yes, it's just us. Why we've also called it Balance with Passion, and what is passion? And I think that is the final kind of abstract question which we are still seeking an answer to, and which is, what is it like to make your life your passion, and vice versa also, and why do some people maybe scare away from it, and why do some people, although the difficulties of it, persevere within it, and how strong is that blend? So I think that is when we reach every human being through this performance, because everybody will have to question, what is your passion, and what would you have done if you would have just lived for it? And every one of us has made maybe sacrifices on some things because it's more convenient to do something else. Stopping and saying, okay, what really makes me happy, and what mental state am I in, and how does it make me feel about it? And that's definitely, I think, a string of the guitar that we can plucking in every human being, probably.
But in every day of life, you often have or find yourself passionate about something.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit this, we want to trigger and question those thoughts about your passion, and to what extent do you go to actually get to perform or do your passion, and in what kind of ways do you use it. But it is interesting to see the dosage of the different way and to which extents you go, and how do you approach it. It does not mean passion is art, but whatever you have passion for, I or we perceive that as art.